Hello everybody, this is Sendrith. I'm on the P99 Blue server, and I decided to make a video explaining how I am doing some Cleric soloing. On Sendrith, I've been soloing since about level 8 or 9 mostly. I think I grouped a little bit in Unrest, but pretty much all soloing since then. And I noticed there aren't so many videos out about Cleric soloing, so I wanted to make one. I've wanted to make one for a while now. I should have done it way back when I was lower so I could have more content, but I thought a high-end video would pretty much suit the purpose of, getting the strategy that I've developed across. And of course, with a Cleric, it's not so complex. It's basically a root nuke thing, though there's still some tricks for mana conservation, and I think a lot of people are just scared to try a Cleric soloing, or they don't like the inefficiency. But I actually enjoy the med time. I can kill a mob and then go do something else for 5 to 6 minutes and come back again. So as you can see right now, I'm sitting at the entrance to LGuk. Now today I'm gonna show you my camp. Right now I'm a level 51, or no, I guess I'm 52 now. I'm a level 52 Vicar. I'm mostly equipped with the imbued Coadal Mithril set, not entirely, but quite a bit, because I really wanted the charisma, excuse me. Since we're soloing, that's our bread and butter. We live and die by our pacifies, and so that's why I went for that set. And it just looks freaking awesome. I mean, look at this guy, man. I kept the phase spider carapace because of the stats, and I thought it looked nice enough. And I didn't want to go all Coadal. That's a little weird, I thought, looking wise. So I'm going to throw on an Invis versus Undead, and I'm going to head down to the camp. I know this zone like the back of my hand at this point, but I thought it'd be good to start up here for those that don't, and it's a little fun to kind of get into it, right? So we're going to be killing some Darghoul Knights at the Sentinel camp, just outside of where he spawns. Let me get into character here and make my move. So these guys con blue to me. You could try this camp at 50, but I wouldn't. 51 is good. It's a little tough. And what makes it tough is the lulls, the comms. You got 3 mobs, all within aggro range of each other. And so when you're breaking the camp, you got to land at least 2 comms or pacifies. I use calm to save mana. Otherwise, you could be in some trouble. And even now at level 52, I'd say about 50% of the time I break the camp, I'm having to root the mobs and camp out or gate out because I get a crit resist. I came here at 51. Here we are at Safe Hall. Just want to stop here, show you guys Safe Hall. I came here at 51 to this camp, and I was able to pull it off. And I think that's probably the lowest level I would recommend doing it at. At 50, I'm thinking you're just going to get too many resists. So for those who don't know, Frenzy is right over here. This is a level 53, 54 goal. I plan on trying to take out a bloodthirsty ghoul as early as I can, so it's more exciting. But realistically, I would wait until 55 when I get my next undead nuke to really hold that camp. Now this camp, I think, is a gem. You're totally safe. You're separated from all the other mobs around. You got a little safe hall of your own right here to fight in. And then that there, ahead of us, that's the secret wall to the Sentinel spawn, but we're not going there. We want these 3 guys here. So since I think I need to keep this video in under 15 minutes, let's just get to it. So the spells I'm going to use, I'm using Banish Undead, my big nuke. I keep Expel Undead in case I need a smaller one to save some mana. And I like to use Turning of the Unnatural, the Cleric Undead Dot. The reason is, I mean, it's a little bit more mana efficient, but that's definitely not the reason. It's barely more mana efficient. But the reason I like it is because, oh, look at that. I already got a crit resist on a comm. So I get to show you how we get out of here. Root 1, root another one, and root the third. And I'm just going to camp out so I don't have to walk all the way back down. This might seem dangerous, but my root is immobilized and it seems to always hold. I haven't actually, I think only once in all my soloing time using immobilize have I had it mob break free before I was able to camp out. Alright, well that startled me. I forgot what I was talking about there. Oh, turning of the unnatural. So there's two real reasons to use it, and the mana efficiency is not really the biggest one. The first reason is it doesn't break root. So you get a free hit that you know is not going to break the root and cost you the mana of an extra root. The second reason is it is unresistible. So you know it will not get resisted. At my level, that doesn't seem to be a problem though, because I haven't had a nuke resist, but I did have, I think, one nuke resist at level 51, and if you came here at 50, you probably would have a few nukes resist, and it might make the camp untenable. As it is at level 52, I'm having some, it takes me down to about 25 to 35% mana on average. If things go bad, it can take me down to 15% mana, and I'm talking, you know, from about 90 to 100% mana starting. Some mana is used on the calming. Even when there's only one mob, I still calm because I like to get line of sight and get a hit on them to start it off. You know, get that early hit. If I pull them first and then nuke them, I might have to root them, nuke them, and then break that root, root them again. So this way I don't have to root them twice for that first nuke. Sometimes I nuke them, root them, dot them, and then I just start nuking them, and that one root holds the entire time. Other times, the root will break every time a direct damage nuke lands. So it's obviously it's RNG going on there. But if I start with a calm, and then I get a nuke off there, that's at least one less root, one less chance to have to cast an extra root. So there's some efficiency for you right there. Alright, so I got about 10% to med up. I'm going to pause the recording until I'm ready to go. Alright, we're just about ready to go here. We're going to head in there in a second. I realize I should probably show you my stats a little bit. I've got my charisma up to almost 140, 139, and my wisdom is at 199. That obviously has taken a little bit of a hit, so I could get a little bit more charisma. But from what you just saw, you can understand why the charisma is important. And also for that reason, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't try to solo Cleric on anything but a high elf. Unless I were to try to go for some high dex Cleric that relies on a proc weapon, like that Cleric proc weapon that, you know, lands that big undead nuke. But that's not the kind of soloing I want to do. So but it could be a specialty thing. Alright, so this is the guy that gave us the crit resist the first time. And just in case that wasn't just a random number generator, I'm going to start with some other guys. There's at least one out of it. I'll try him again, though. I kind of want to throw an invis on, go click on the other mob, and calm him first, just in case. But look, that worked. Alright, now I just got to creep along the side of the wall to stay out of sight. See, there's that hidden wall. And I've had some trouble there. Backing into it when I decided to nuke this guy here and aggroing the Sentinel. So if you do this camp, you got to be careful not to go through that wall there. Alright, and pull this guy first. I don't like to have mobs run by other mobs, even though they probably won't aggro. You never know. This way I get that free nuke, and I'm immediately running around the corner and spamming my root. Oh, it didn't land. There we go. I didn't get rooted. As you can see, I've got 98 magic resistance. I got my resistance buff up, and I also went out of my way to get some magic resistance gear. So I've got my magic resistance up to 98 just for that purpose, roots, and when I'm taking out wizards, I can resist a lot of their nukes. Obviously, wizards can get me. I usually don't sit down here, but just taking a moment. Why not? And here we go. Now it's a race between mana and HP. He's at 83% HP, I'm at 72% mana. We're going to overtake him slowly but surely. In actuality, he's not. It's at 66% HP right now, though, because I've got that dot on him, which is going to eat him away. Usually by about the end, I get him down to 1 or 0%, and then I let the dot finish him off. At least that's how I was doing it. Now I've realized it's better to wait and let that dot tick down before the last nuke. That way, if that last nuke does break root, if I don't wait and the last nuke breaks root, I'm going to have to take a couple hits. But if I wait, I'm all good. I'm not going to root. It's close enough. I'm just going to nuke. I'm going to take the hits and I'm going to nuke them. Boom. There we go. And that's how it's done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, but not really. So obviously the biggest difficulty here is breaking the camp. I came here a few levels ago and I was doing Cavalier and Executioner, mostly Cavalier though. I got probably 4 or 5 adamantine epaulettes. I'm not even wearing those right now. I'm wearing the Bloodstained Mantle because I need that magic resistance. And I probably should get them, but I had a pair I had in my backpack. Not a pair. I had a set I had in my backpack that I accidentally vendored. And I just haven't gone back for them yet because, to be honest, I want that magic resistance pretty much all the time. Yeah, that's about all there is to it. Hopefully the next video will be me doing a bloodthirsty ghoul at the Frenzy camp in a level or 2. And probably dying, to be honest, but maybe pulling it off. I'll see you later.